first half, maybe how things weren't really flowing in the first half, and you guys didn't have the same juice in the first half that you had in the second?
Yeah, we came out flat. Came out flat. Uh, I think I don't know. We just you just can't come out like that, especially at home. Got to be juiced up. Um, Last home game, I feel like we came out. It was a little bit more of a burst. Maybe we got young guys and guys moving up from different conferences and stuff like that. So maybe just still trying to get a hold of the conference and stuff like that. But you just can't come out like that.
Do you think any of that was hangover from the way you guys ended in Kansas and you started 13 points?
It could have been. We had flight issues even before the Kansas game. We got back super late, with everything being backed up, and then that how that game ended. That game, we didn't do what we were supposed to do as a team, as a team, as a ball club. So a little bit, but that's not an excuse. Um, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When I knew if I got the ball, I was gonna shoot it. So I kind of just was like, just try to get as close as I can and throw it up and put a little touch on it and knocked it down. Just was ready for it and knew if I was gonna get a chance to tie the game, I was gonna take the shot. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I think that I try to lead by example all the time. I mean, I was 3 for 9. I didn't. I had one rebound, a turnover. I didn't have any assists. I mean, it's hard. You know what I'm saying? Having that balance because I like to lead by example. So sometimes it'd be a challenge for me knowing if I'm not going, I still got to speak up. You know what I'm saying? But it'd be hard. Not it'd be hard. Sometimes it's hard to do that when I'm not at the forefront. But I always got to remember that. You know what I'm saying? Like, got to lead the team regardless of what's going on because I have a lot of experience and I know what Coach Hurley wants. So, um, but yeah, we just kind of came out flat at the start. We were trying to chase them the whole time, like playing a game of tag, and then came out even flat in overtime. But yeah,
And you've played in almost every major league.
yeah.
What what's standing out to you about the Big
Every possession matters. Like especially when we were at Kansas, you could just feel the game trickling away, and it's like, when are we gonna stop the bleeding? We didn't stop the bleeding, and it's not about one person. We gotta do it as a whole. Like I think that's the biggest problem we have. We can't. It's gotta be a. It's gotta be a. It's gotta be a. We gotta be a group in doing what we do, and it just gotta be together. Like the teams we're going up against, like they know exactly what they want to do. You can and I can feel it. They're more connected. Like it's just certain things you just gotta fix, and hopefully we can fix that within these few days and come back home and get a W.
seems like you guys do have that for large stretches of games.
Yeah, you just gotta do it for 40 minutes. But go ahead.
Do you think it's focus?
Yeah, I think it's focus. I think that like if you, I think that you can't take a breath. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been on teams where like, okay, we may have missed shots, but like the intensity and the focus never dropped. I feel like sometimes we may take a couple guys or one guy, and what I'm saying, you're only as strong as your weakest link out there. If one guy messes up, it's a domino effect because now somebody else has to step up or somebody has to, you know what I'm saying? And if you do that, and now if it's another guy who does the next possession, it just keeps, you know what I'm saying? So we just got to find ways to not have that happen and be locked in and have that extra boost in the times of the game that we needed because it snaps like this, you know what I'm saying? Like just how we came back quick like that. That's how we took the lead in the first half like that. But you gotta do it for 40 minutes. We're not doing it for 40 minutes. And it's not about makes or misses. This was not. It's not about that. Like I said, I played on a team where we weren't the best 3-point shooting team. But you just gotta be locked in and you gotta be focused. And every time you come down on the defensive end, you gotta get. You don't have to get a stop, but at least if you do make somebody miss, you gotta get a rebound or you gotta make a tough shot. And if you come down on offense, okay, maybe you don't run a play every time, but you got to execute whatever you're doing, and you got to be on the same page. And we're not doing that for 40 minutes.
But only the second half tonight, we were working defensively
playing like our hair on fire. We didn't do anything special. We just started playing like our hair was on fire. In the first half, we weren't doing that. Honestly, like our press. I feel like we probably should press a little bit more. I think it sets the tone, like especially out the gate. And yeah, I think it sets the tone. But I think we just played with our hair on fire, and it kind of helped us. And we got to play like that more often, I feel like.
One more. We're only having like a 7-man rotation right now with Joe coming back. Do you guys that kind of affect you guys at all in terms of having that energy level? And you said you want to press more, but I think you guys have the energy level up when you put the press on like 7 guys that are kind of in that rotation right now.
Yeah, I think that it's tough to do that, like especially if you're not getting stops with it. Like, but we feed off the energy when we do that though. So, like when we played Kansas, they played a couple more guys than us, but they were still in the first half. It kind of seemed like they were slower than us, but we were pressing them. We were up on everything. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't really feel too much tired in the first half of that game because we were getting stops with what we were doing. So it's like you're not having to guard 30 plus seconds. You see what I'm saying? So like, even if you exert a little bit of energy to make a shorter shot clock possession, it rounds out. You see what I'm saying? So it's like I'd rather press a little bit more and maybe get a couple more steals and we get layups and it boosts us and the crowd's getting into the game. You see what I'm saying? It balances out. I don't really feel tired when I'm doing that. Like that's how the second half when we playing our hair on fire. Yeah, when my adrenaline went down, I'm like, okay. But in the moment, I'm like, I'm trying to win the game. I'm not really thinking about that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Obviously, had a lot of experience and seen a lot of different groups. What on the day-to-day has to change about this one for it to be more connected?
I think that it's just a game within the game we got to do. Like I said, like if a team makes a run and we got a possession, like I said, you can't make the ball. Well, sometimes you can, but you're not always going to be able to make the ball just go straight in the hoop. But you can run things to make the defense tired. Like it's just the little things that we got to do better as a group. That we make young mistakes and we don't always do. And I'm pretty sure you guys watch the game. You can see it. It's nothing I'm saying is I'm not a genius. Like it's just the little things, and we got to be together more. And we just got to value the ball, and that's just got to value the ball.
Good. Thanks, Adam. Appreciate it.
Thank you.